resort and inform guests about mandatory facial coverings.
Raise your hand if you're ready for summer. Denver, we are hitting records. We shattered the record cold high. That was set back in 1923, by the way. 31 was the old record. We observed a high of only 16 degrees. By the way, our average high this time of year is 61. Nowhere close. 16-degree high yesterday was the coldest since March 4th of 2019, where we hit 15 degrees, and the 4-degree low, 4 degrees yesterday morning, was the coldest temperature since February 20th, where we hit just 3 degrees. Today, we're gradually warming back up, slowly but surely. Here in the mid-20s, late morning into the afternoon, we'll climb on up above freezing. Hey, congratulations, you made it above freezing. A high near 40 degrees with mostly sunny skies to make it look and feel a little bit better. Unfortunately, we are still dealing with the threat for wildfires across parts of the state. The Cameron Creek, the East Troublesome, and the Pine Gulch fire, now 1, 2, and 3 on the list of largest Colorado wildfires. All over 100,000 acres in the Cameron Peak, over 208,000 acres burned. And the smoke still pretty much causing some air quality issues where they are at their closest to the fire. So if you're sensitive to those kind of conditions, it's best we stay inside. For tomorrow morning, clear skies, mid-20s, so much better. And we'll work our way up toward 40 by noon tomorrow.
12 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar.
California is dealing with one of the worst days in an already terrible wildfire.
Here's the outlook for your week ahead.
Got big plans Friday night? Here's a look at your forecast. Will the weather get in the way of your Saturday? Let's take a look. And here's how your Sunday's weather is shaping up.
Whether you're driving to the mountains for a ski weekend or simply running errands, the last thing you want is car trouble. That's why you need to start your trip at Scott's Automotive for a free pre-trip inspection. Our highly skilled professionals can diagnose what needs fixed now and what can wait.
Challenges.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now, and I'm here for you.
Our self-help expert shines a light on love, marriage, parenting, and more. Every day on Local Now.
"12 degrees under clear skies." Here's our local Doppler radar.
similar topics to what we had yesterday when it comes down to your weather across America. Hey there, I'm local now meteorologist Britley Ritz. We're talking about the threat for heavy snow and ice, as we have winter storm warnings and watches, as well as ice storm warnings in effect across parts of Oklahoma into Missouri, back down into Texas and into New Mexico, where we're picking up over a foot of snow in some of these locations. And we are also anticipating Hurricane Zeta back into the Gulf of Mexico, making landfall on our coastline sometime Wednesday. There you go. You see all the precip in the Gulf of Mexico? That's part of Zeta. And then that pink color is ice, where we're dealing with the ice storm warning. Back behind it, blues and purples, where we're dealing with quite a bit of snow across New Mexico. Temperatures, well, they're well below normal, too, as a result of this system. In the 30s in Oklahoma City, Austin, you're only in the 50s. That puts us nearly 40 degrees below our normal. New England, our temperatures are pretty seasonal. They're in the 40s and 50s, nearing 60 degrees here on the coastline. Not too shabby here in New York, with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, nearing 60 degrees. We have a weak front moving on through. Can't rule out the chance of a few showers, especially over toward the lakes, but the majority of us should stay dry with overcast skies. Maybe peak of sun if we're lucky, as we discuss. The coastline of the Gulf, dealing with a little bit of rain, yet today the outer band's starting to move into the Gulf of Mexico. We're anticipating Zeta, like I said, tomorrow, with the outer bands bringing in the threat for tornadoes, 4 to 6 feet of storm surge, and over 8 inches of rain in some locations as the storm comes ashore. It will weaken. And we head on over into Texas, where we're dealing with winter weather. We're getting it all here in 2020. Ice storm warnings, as discussed, just south of Kansas, back through Oklahoma and down into Texas, and winter storm warnings for much of New Mexico and the Texas Panhandle, where we could pick up 18 inches of snow. Let's go ahead and take a look up to the north. Things are finally quieting down for us. High pressure's in control. We have sunshine in Minneapolis down into Lincoln, but it's much colder yet. We are only in the 30s. Out across the west, unfortunately, we are still dealing with dry conditions, low relative humidity, and when we have red flag warnings in effect, wildfire danger still very imminent across the western half of the United States.
Proposition 117, a backdoor way for big businesses to shift their fees onto the rest of us. Paid for with cuts to our healthcare and schools. And in the middle of a health and financial crisis, don't be fooled. Vote no on Proposition 117.
Four Pinocchios. False on the Truthometer. Cory Gardner is lying about protecting pre-existing conditions. Exactly what you'd expect from a senator who voted with Trump 3 times to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Cory Gardner. Shady. Shameless.